What I love most about my job at CEFCU is that I get to work with business owners and non-for-profits to make Bloomington Normal a great place to live and work.
One of the things I love most about my job is the opportunity to get to be out in the community and learn more about our nonprofits and the businesses.
I've always loved volunteerism, and so I'm just very happy to work for a company that aligns with my personal goals.
One of the reasons I love working for CEFCU is because of the opportunities that we have to be involved in the community and giving back to our community.
I grew up in an underprivileged home, and organizations like Marcfirst had a huge impact on my life, and that's why I continue to give back today.
CEFCU is very involved in the community. Employees like me are very involved in our local community, and you should be too, because it makes where we live a better place.
Because it's so rewarding and so fun.
Because you can make a difference in someone's life.
For over 20 years, Biaggi's vision has been to serve authentic, freshly prepared Italian cuisine in a warm and friendly environment with outstanding service and affordable prices. Now in their brand new location, Biaggi's continues to meet and exceed this vision in our community. The new space offers a variety of outdoor and indoor dining experiences for a night out, a special occasion, or event. Dine on the patio, enjoy a drink in the lounge, or celebrate in our private room. More than just a restaurant, Biaggi's believes in giving back to the community and has been a wonderful partner of Marcfirst for many years. Chef Troy and the staff have been essential to growing a divine affair for Marcfirst and raising hundreds of thousands of dollars to help children and adults with developmental disabilities in McLean County reach their potential. Come and experience all that Biaggi's has to offer.
Good evening. Thanks again for joining us. As part of our nightly festivities, we have some great auction items for you to bid on this evening. Joan and Jack Capodice donated some incredible wine. Chef Troy has a wonderful night for 10 as a dinner, and all you have to do is text For the Kids 2020 to the number 243725, just like I did. Follow the instructions and you'll be able to bid on all these incredible items. Thanks again.
What I love most about my job at CEFCU is that I get to work with business owners and non-for-profits to make Bloomington Normal a great place to live and work.
One of the things I love most about my job is the opportunity to get to be out in the community and learn more about our nonprofits and the businesses.
I've always loved volunteerism, and so I'm just very happy to work for a company that aligns with my.
One of the reasons I love working for CEFCU is because of the opportunities that we have to be involved in the community and giving back to our community.
I grew up in an underprivileged home, and organizations like Marcfirst had a huge impact on my life, and that's why I continue to give back today.
CEFCU is very involved in the community. Employees like me are very involved in our local community, and you should be too, because it makes where we live a better.
So fun.
Because you can make a difference in someone's life.
For over 20 years, Biaggi's vision has been to serve authentic, freshly prepared Italian cuisine in a warm and friendly environment with outstanding service and affordable prices. Now in their brand new location, Biaggi's continues to meet and exceed this vision in our community. The new space offers a variety of outdoor and indoor dining experiences for a night out, a special occasion, or event. Dine on the patio, enjoy a drink in the lounge, or celebrate in our private room. More than just a restaurant, Biaggi's believes in giving back to the community and has been a wonderful partner of Marcfirst for many years. Chef Troy and the staff have been essential to growing a divine affair for Marcfirst and raising hundreds of thousands of dollars to help children and adults with developmental disabilities in McLean County reach their potential. Come and experience all that Biaggi's has to offer.
Welcome. How you doing? Good evening. Welcome. My name is Scott Miller from AM 1230 WJBC. We've got about 5 minutes until we begin. Are you ready? Are you eating? Are you enjoying the evening? We've got a great night planned for you tonight. We hope you'll join us. Here's the rules. Have your phone out and enjoy Biaggi's food. Other than that, we're going to make this really, really easy on you. It's not just me tonight. I know some of you are thankful for that. I've got a friend and a cohort in crime with me that was with me last year and kind of showed me the ropes on what we're going to do for Marcfirst. And it's my buddy right over here. I'd like to welcome back to the stage, back to the camera, back to A Divine Affair. It's not only a board member for Marcfirst, but he's also from 10 Tac Enterprises. It's Nick Lurkins. How you doing, Nick?
Scott, I can't complain. It's Marcfirst, Divine Affair. It's the fall. We're back to doing it again, and that's exactly what we want to see.
So here's the deal. Because of the world we live in, COVID-19, we're all virtual. We're making it easy so you can hang out at home and enjoy the evening. And I'm going to stay 6 feet away from Nick, and Nick is going to stay 6 feet away from me so we don't have to wear the masks. Do you promise you'll stay 6 feet away?
If you promise you'll stay away from me.
I mean, look at, what do you think about this? I mean, I dressed up for the occasion.
I'd say your jacket is about as flashy as my Marcfirst sweater vest.
How many sequins does it take to cover a fat guy? Huh? All right. Well, here's what we should do. We should probably get the evening started here momentarily. We've got a quick message we'd like to share with you. Check that out right now.
Good evening. Thanks again for joining us. As part of our nightly festivities, we have some great auction items for you to bid on this evening. Joan and Jack Capodice donated some incredible wine. Chef Troy has a wonderful night for 10 as a dinner, and all you have to do is text For the Kids 2020 to the number 243725, just like I did. Follow the instructions and you'll be able to bid on all these incredible items. Thanks again.
What was it?
5 minutes. Oh. It's a 5-minute video, or we're at a 5-minute pre-roll? What are we watching? No. I'd love to know what's on the... Hey, Lainey, what's showing right now? So 5-minute warning is what we just did until we start. All right, so in a couple minutes, we're going to come back on, and he's going to introduce Brian. Correct.
Make sure you're connected to the Wi-Fi. Oh, we're not doing that now. I think the next thing is remembering Greg, me inviting Brian out, right?
Yeah, we're starting with him and Brian, and then it's the 1098.
Might have social media blasted that I was going to be live on YouTube, and now I'm going virtual or viral. I'm going viral. I'm going viral. Right. When I bring Brian up, why don't you slide on that side so that Brian can stand here?
Oh yeah, I'm on the shot.
Yeah. And Brian, we're looking at this camera, by the way, Brian.
We're gonna need that to stay to be able to get through this.
We're looking at this camera. And I'll just bring you right over here. Oh, I thought it was a stool. A platform. Welcome back. We are right here in the Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Center. Big room, lots of fun. One of the great things is they got the floor in, so we don't have to wear shoes, which I'm super excited about. Before we get started, I've got my very good friend, the CEO of Marcfirst, Mr. Brian Whipperman here. I'm going to bring you out here, Brian. Have a little chat.
Hello, Nick.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, we lost a very dear friend of ours and colleague at Marcfirst, Greg Chadwick. Brian, tell us a little bit about Greg and what this space meant to him.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here with us this evening. About a year ago, my friend and colleague Greg came to me and talked about this incredible idea that he had. And he reminded me that we are the largest provider of pediatric therapy in all of McLean County. He reminded me that we provide services to children no matter what socioeconomic background they have, whether they have insurance or don't have insurance. Greg proposed this amazing idea of expanding our space from 1,000 square feet to 4,700 square feet. We wouldn't be standing here this evening if it wasn't for my friend Greg, and I want to make sure that we spend the evening remembering why we're here and what he did for me and for Marcfirst and the children and families we serve. Thank you for joining us. Nick, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Brian. I had a very, very short amount of time to meet Greg, and he was one of the most wonderful men I've met. It was a pleasure of me to get to work and be around Greg. But we are now here, and we are ready to get things started. Let me introduce, since he did for me, let me do him a great pleasure and introduce my very good friend from The Scott Miller Show on WJBC to AM 1230, Mr. Scott Miller.
All right, should we start this thing? Should we do it? Should we start it?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to start it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A divine affair for Marcfirst starts right now.
Thank you for joining the 8th annual Divine Affair for Marcfirst. Grab your food and beverage because the show is about to begin.
Well, it's officially begun. Here we are, 2020. It's a divine affair for Marcfirst, and it's virtual this year. Last year, we were out at Epiphany Farms in Downs on the farm in their big event center, and we had an incredible evening. This year, we plan to do it bigger and better. And then COVID-19 hit. We're not going to let Marcfirst down, and we're going to say thank you to you first for joining us tonight, for purchasing tickets, for downloading, for being a part of this. Because community is what's most important. And without Marcfirst, this community wouldn't be as strong as it is. So before we get into the finer details of who we are, what we've got here, and masks and hand sanitizer and auctions, what we want to let you know is if you're watching from the comfort of your own home, this is how you can make the most difference. Here we go. Text these words, For the Kids 2020, on your cell phone. Make sure you got the Wi-Fi. And you want to send it to this number, 243-725. I'm going to say it again, and then we'll get this baby started. The number is 243-725. So if you're sitting here eating Biaggi's, pull out your phone. That's why you're here. Here's the number, 243-725, and text the word For the Kids 2020. You could put spaces. You don't have to. We're making it easy on you. For the Kids 2020. Text it to 243-725. My name's Scott Miller from AM 1230 WJBC. You can listen to me each and every morning, 6 to 10 a.m. here in Bloomington Normal or on our free WJBC app. And I couldn't do tonight without my buddy and my pal. Can you tell me how, Nick, you got to be a board member and why you're involved in all of this?
Yeah, you bet, Scott. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I was enjoying my career, new to the Bloomington Normal area. Had a friend say to me, "Hey, you like to golf? Would you like to be involved with the Marcfirst golf outing?" And I said, as it turns out, I love to golf. I'd love to be involved with the Marcfirst golf outing. And so I started on that committee, and I've done that for the last 7 years, 8 years or so. I've got to meet wonderful people that work at Marcfirst. What Marcfirst does for their clients is outstanding, but what Marcfirst does for their employees is also something to be commended. And that's really what pulled me. This company takes care of their employees, and I started working with these people, and I've never wanted to turn away. And so I have always stuck around. I looked at my very dear friend Laney Kuntz and said, I need to be more involved. How can I be more involved? And Mr. Brian Whipperman gave me a call and said, how would you like to be involved with the board? And from there, I've never turned back.
Well,
How about you? I'm sorry, Scott. How about you?
Well, we're standing in this circus room. I mean, look at what is around us. This is absolutely incredible. And we're going to get into more about why we're here, what this is, and you'll learn about that this evening. I promise you that. But I will tell you that we are on the campus of Carl Broman Medical Center, and we are in the Pediatric Therapy Center for Marcfirst. The reason we're here tonight, the money we're raising, is to finish this, to help kids. Who doesn't like kids?
Good evening, and welcome to the 8th Annual Divine Affair. My name is Brian Whipperman.
And it's all made possible by a
Thank
bunch
you
of
for
great
joining the 8th.
We've
Good
got
evening.
a bunch of people
Thank
to
you.
thank, a bunch of people to hear from, so you can get a feeling of why we're here and what we're doing. I'm not just showing up in sequins because it's fun, even though it is. We're here to make a difference, and we're going to need your help. I think I could probably give that number again, couldn't I? 243-725. I'll say it again, 243-725, and text the word For the Kids 2020. You're eating the Biaggi's food, you're with your friends and your family, you're socially distanced, we're not all together, but we can still make a big difference. So who should we hear from next?
Well, I think it's time that we get a few important messages out. Let's hear from Brian.
Good evening, and welcome to the 8th Annual Divine Affair. My name is Brian Whipperman, and I am the CEO at Marcfirst. I'd like to take a moment to thank some very special people who made tonight possible. Chef Troy and his staff at Biaggi's, who made all of the food for us this evening, and our friends at SEFCU, who without their support, tonight wouldn't be possible. So this evening, a little different. Obviously, we're not all together out at Epiphany Farms like we were last year. But tonight, we want to make sure that you who are supporting us are safe and protected. In the box tonight, you received a mask with the Marcfirst logo and some hand sanitizer. Please follow all CDC guidelines tonight, making sure you are socially distancing as you celebrate Marcfirst and our new pediatric center. So this year, we're about to celebrate 65 years of Marcfirst here in Bloomington Normal. What a great accomplishment for our agency. We've done all sorts of wonderful things in the community, including pediatric therapy, our high school transition program, our residential program, and our supported employment program. Tonight's proceeds, the event, all are around our new pediatric expansion here in Carle Hospital. This pediatric expansion will take us from 1,000 square feet to 4,700 square feet, where we can provide all sorts of wonderful therapies for the children of all of McLean County. During these incredibly challenging times that both our community and our nation have faced, Marcfirst is super excited to announce that we're adding some new business lines to support the community. We have hired some incredible professionals to support both our children and our adults on a social and emotional level. These therapies will be able to provide new services and new lines that with your support today we can provide to not just McLean County, but outside of McLean County. So without your support, these new therapies that I was talking about wouldn't be possible to provide to McLean County. Both our children and our adults, now more than ever, with the impact of COVID, are going to need additional supports that we can provide, but we can't provide them without your help. Tonight I am honored to welcome two incredible people from our community who are here to host the event, and that is Larry and Marlene Dietz. Please help me welcome Larry and Marlene Dietz.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us this evening for Marcfirst. It's for the very reason that Larry and I love this community is organizations like Marcfirst who help others that have so many needs. I personally resonate very well with the services that they provide because I had a cousin who is just a few years older than I, born in the 40s, that had both cognitive and mental disabilities. And she struggled. She struggled with finding a place that could serve her and provide her services. And today we can honestly say that places like Marcfirst make all the difference. I'd like to share that with you because this event this evening is so very important and we're glad you're with us.
I certainly echo what Marlene just said. My first experience, I guess, with needs and individuals with special needs was with a fellow by the name of Harold, who I met in first grade, And Harold had developmental disabilities, and we didn't know what to call that at the time. And Harold was with us for a time and then was removed from that school. He rejoined us a few years later and then was removed again. And frankly, I never really found out what happened to Harold during his lifetime, but had there been programs at the time like Marcfirst, I know that Harold would have been in great hands. I also came into contact with Marcfirst initially with a tour, and I met a young man named Matthew who is a passionate advocate for the services that Marcfirst provides. And so to Marcfirst, thank you for all that you do for the community. For all of you, thank you for supporting Marcfirst.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for the great message from our friends, the Dietzes, and from Brian, of course. We've got an exciting schedule tonight. Scott, we got an exciting schedule. We've got Bloomington's very own Chef Troy and his delicious Biaggi's food.
Do you remember last year when it was Jack Capodice and Chef Troy? They go head-to-head. It was a cook-off. The food was incredible. Well, listen, Jack Capodice is involved. Wait till you see this wine we're going to be auctioning off. But the food is coming from Chef Troy. We're going to tell you all about it. You're going to learn a little bit more about what you're eating. And if you're a free virtual member tonight, we'll tell you what you missed out on and encourage you to get involved a little earlier next year. Also coming up tonight for the kids. That's why we're here in this pediatric therapy center. Now, Marcfirst has been in town for years, and they had a pediatric therapy center. It was small. It was bland. But it got the job done because they've got great therapists. Well, this is unbelievable. This will allow everything to happen in here. Multiple therapists, multiple sort of engagement for different people that need different help. The therapists have all been walking around crying because they can't believe the room we're in. And this is why we're here, is to raise money to finish it.
Absolutely. And, of course, we've got amazing raffles.
To raise money.
Amazing auction items.
To raise money.
And you should know that you have to raise that money by 6:55.
Oh, yeah, there's a cutoff. Here's the number. 243-725. Text for the kids 2020. You're going to type that out. So you know how you would text your friend saying, "What's up? You want to go out tonight? Let's go get dinner. Hey, go Redbirds, go Marcfirst," whatever you type. Just type for the kids 2020, and in the bar at the top where you would type a phone number, just type this number, 243-725.
It's that simple. Raising a lot of money tonight. We're going to get this Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Center running. We've got the bidding items. Don't forget, it's so simple to do. Scott has said it 19 times already. From your smartphone, for the kids 2020.
We're here to raise money, and I will tell you that the square board is what brings a lot of attention. We are 17 minutes into the night. We have sold out of our first square board. Lainey, how many squares were on it? 100 squares have been sold. Should we open up another one, or should we just call it a night and be happy that we sold 100 and be thankful and just move on?
Now, in my opinion, Scott, that's a ridiculous question because of how generous.
Look at what I'm wearing. Everything I say is going to be ridiculous.
This is a generous community. These are generous people. Let's open another square board.
Lainey, can we open another one? Chef Troy gave the okay to open up another square board, so that means more money. More money for the Pediatric Therapy Center on the campus of Carl Broman. This is for Marcfirst. But let's get into the food. Chef Troy is one of the best chefs.
No, we have a winner.
We're announcing that now?
Of that first square board, yes.
You've got the
We've got a winner, and the winner of our first square board tonight, drum roll please, from your virtual tables.
Take it away.
Connie Mandula.
Number 9, Connie, congratulations.
Connie Mandula.
Wow, that's kind of fun. Giving stuff away already, getting high bids, and we're raising money. So enjoy the evening, hang out, enjoy the food. How about that tart, that tomato tart thing? Chef Troy, out of this world. And then those beans, I'm telling you, it's incredible. Let's find out a little bit more about Biaggi's and Chef Troy and the great, great new place over there, other side of town by the airport. Let's find out a little bit more about it.
For over 20 years, Biaggi's vision has been to serve authentic, freshly prepared Italian cuisine in a warm and friendly environment with outstanding service and affordable prices. Now in their brand new location, Biaggi's continues to meet and exceed this vision in our community. The new space offers a variety of outdoor and indoor dining experiences for a night out, a special occasion, or event. Dine on the patio, enjoy a drink in the lounge, or celebrate in our private room. More than just a restaurant, Biaggi's believes in giving back to the community and has been a wonderful partner of Marcfirst for many years. Chef Troy and the staff have been essential to growing a divine affair for Marcfirst and raising hundreds of thousands of dollars to help children and adults with developmental disabilities in McLean County reach their potential. Come and experience all that Biaggi's has to offer.
Thank you all for joining us this year at a Divine Affair. Although under unusual circumstances, we will win, we will prevail, and we will eat good food and drink good wine tonight. So what I've done for you is I've made an assortment of dishes utilizing local products and utilizing the resources of Vicki Holsketter and PFG, who so graciously have provided us with food again this year for our event. And I get weekly lists of fresh vegetables from Epiphany Farms, and although the pictures you see may not be the vegetables that you're eating, know that they are all locally sourced. And I took pictures of these dishes a couple weeks ago, and I was hoping the vegetables wouldn't change, but they might change a little bit. But the basis for each dish is the same. The first dish we made is spinach and artichoke flatbread, a dish that I've been working on for a couple of months. It has cream cheese and Parmesan and spinach and artichokes on a grilled flatbread. On top of it, we put some roasted cherry tomatoes, a little bit of pepperoni if you would like, and some Mama Lil's peppers, which are a little bit hot and a little bit not. But they tease you a little bit. They want you to be spicy, but they're not. The second dish is a charred corn and shrimp salad. It has fresh cucumbers, jalapenos, peppers, shrimp. I also made a little creamy cilantro dressing for this salad, really light. Next dish is just a real simple platter of grilled vegetables. Over the top of it, I used pesto and just a little olive oil and red wine vinegar, something really simple. Love the pesto. We actually use arugula in our pesto. Gives it a nice peppery flavor. Fourth dish is fontina cheese, which is a nice nutty creamy cheese with some fresh heirloom tomatoes. I wrapped them all up in a nice puff pastry shell and baked it. Over the top of it, there's a little balsamic vinegar glaze, a little fresh basil and some fresh oregano. The porchetta skewers is our pork tenderloin that's marinated in spices that have citrus zest and parsley and basil and oregano and chilies. And we marinated the pork, we skewered it with some fresh peppers, and we put them on the grill. Underneath of it is some Tuscan style beans, and they're just simple braised beans with a little bit of tomato, some peppers, a little bit of white wine, and some fresh parsley. Real simple. And the last one is our, I know it sounds kind of weird doing tacos, but you know, it's an easy dish to share, and it's also very filling, and it's interactive. It's fun. Sometimes we get stuck in the same routines with food, and it's nice to have fun sometimes. So this is a fun dish. Black garlic is a fermented garlic. I use that to marinate the beef. It has a little bit of soy flavor, a little Worcestershire, real umami of flavor. Mixed it with some caramelized onions. On the side is a little Napa cabbage slaw with a sweet mustard dressing. fresh tortillas that are made by our sister restaurant, Ancho and Agave, and a little wasabi mayonnaise to just finish that dish. And it should be just a great, great couple bites of food with our tacos. Thank you so much for, again, joining us for dinner and wine. And of course, the whole reason we're all here is to raise funds for Marcfirst and continue to watch this organization grow and can take the next steps. And they do some great things for our community, and it's about local. Thank you.
All right. Listening to Chef Troy talk about food makes me want to walk through that door and eat food, Scott. As you know, a guy of plenty of girth like myself, Chef Troy food is worth it.
Oh, definitely, definitely. So shouldn't there be an option for people to not only enjoy Chef Troy's food tonight, but from the privacy of their own home again?
Ironically enough, I'd like to tell you about that right now, Scott. So Chef Troy does these dinners for 10. That's what Connie Mandula has already won. Connie! We've got a new board started, and from what I understand, in the 4 minutes it took for us to get here, we've sold almost 20 squares already. So get in the game if you need a square.
Okay, but what do they win with the
Right.
square? Like, let's talk about this square.
Right.
We're saying square, but the prize is way cooler than the word square.
Chef Troy will put together a meal for you and 9 of your friends. 6 wine-paired courses. He brings the dishes. He takes the dishes with him. He prepares it at your place. You eat, you drink, you enjoy, you clean up, no mess.
I know some of the people that are at home watching right now, and just the wine has them interested. Not only on top of the, how many bottles of wine? 6?
6 wine-paired meals.
6 bottles of wine. And then food, and then he takes all the dishes with him. It's priceless. It really is priceless. And to have Chef Troy make it, unbelievable.
Right. And you get a chance for that for only $50. All you have to do is text for the kids 2020 to 243-725.
I do want to encourage everybody that you do have an auction booklet. You can access it on your phone. You should have one in paper maybe sitting there on the dining room table. Check it out. Flip through. That's what we're asking you to do right now. Not just watch me wear this and be embarrassing on camera, but it's to raise money. So find an auction item that suits you. Find an auction item. Christmas is coming. Think about that. What could you buy? There's signed jerseys, there's vacations, there's jewelry, there's wine. Check it out. But before we get into more about that, let's find out from one of our main sponsors, the fine folks at CEFQ. CEFQ believes in giving back to the community. We're also so appreciative of their support year after year. Marcfirst thanks them profusely. Broadleaf Productions has created another special video featuring some familiar faces from CEFQ. Check it out.
What I love most about my job at CEFQ is that I get to work with business owners and non-for-profits to make Bloomington Normal a great place to live and work.
One of the things I love most about my job is the opportunity to get to be out in the community and learn more about our nonprofits and the businesses.
I've always loved volunteerism, and so I'm just very happy to work for a company that aligns with my personal goals.
One of the reasons I love working for CEFQ is because of the opportunities that we have to be involved in the community and giving back to our community.
I grew up in an underprivileged home, and organizations like Marcfirst had a huge impact on my life, and that's why I continue to give back today.
CEFQ is very involved in the community. Employees like me are very involved in our local community, and you should be too, because it makes where we live a better place.
Because it's so rewarding and so fun.
Because you can make a difference in someone's life.
Very good. We have auction items that have already sold out. Before I start talking about them, we have also, in the 30 seconds that we've paused, are up to 30 squares sold already. There's only 70 squares left, people, and they're selling 10 by the minute. So $50, get your chance. $1,500 worth of service and food provided by our friend Chef Troy for you and 9 of your friends.
Well, you said the very first auction item sold. Just tease the people. Tell everybody what auction item sold, who bought it, and while you're doing that, if you don't mind, I'm going to do a costume change.
Scott, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't appreciate anything more. The Cabernet Soiree was donated by our good friend June. He donated all that wine, and it has already been sold out, and we couldn't be happier. We also want to thank our friends at Epiphany Farms for donating their awesome farm tour experience. It raised $800 and sold before the event ever started tonight. Thank you to the highest bidder on that. Let's take a few minutes. Let's take a few seconds here, Scott, to talk about a few more of our sponsors tonight. Our good friends at Wentworth Family Farms continues a proud tradition that began in the 1860s by providing the latest crop production, farm management, marketing, and soil stewardship in Central Illinois. Follow them on Twitter at Wentworth Farms. Thank you to our good friends. And when I say good friends, I mean friends that everybody knows. Dennis, Kathy, your family at Wentworth Farms, thank you for believing in our mission here at Marcfirst.
And also thank you to DeKalb Asgrow for sponsoring the event again this year. DeKalb Asgrow has a history of success and future of performance. For over a century, DeKalb brand has created a legacy of incredible innovation and established a history of unmatched performance potential in the field. Thank you to Ryan Greenmore. What up, Ryan? You better be watching. O'Brien's got it.
Yeah!
The O'Brien Auto Team, you guys are great. Thank you for sponsoring again this year, looking for a new car. Now it's time. 2020s must go. O'Brien's got it. Yeah, baby. O'Brien's got it. All right, can we talk about this?
Yeah, Scott, let's hear a little bit about what we've got going on here.
All right, listen. Dancing with the Stars. Who's everybody watching for? Carol Baskin from Tiger King. I thought this would be appropriate in honor of Carol Baskin from the Tiger King on Netflix. I don't know if this is a tiger, but it fits, and that's all that matters.
I believe that's some sort of snow leopard, but I'll take it. It is a jungle cat.
Right. I'm fine with it. Another thank you, the Capodices. Oh, my goodness. Thank you to Dr. Jack and Joan Capodice for donating the magnificent wines that you're bidding on tonight. Wine bottle after wine bottle after wine bottle. It's out of their personal collection. I want a personal collection of wine, but I'm also not a doctor. These wonderful wines from the very special Capodice collection could be yours. Now, I'll tell you a little Capodice story. I had to have a tooth removed at one point, and I called around and I price checked because, well, I'm frugal. And when you have dental surgery, you don't want to be frugal. You want to go to the best. So I called Capodice. I can call him that, I think. I don't know. Dr. Capodice. And I said, will you pull this thing out? And he did. So the amount of money that I spent to have one tooth pulled paid for probably 3 of these bottles of wine. So buy them, donate, donate, donate. And there's a very special bottle. Can I hold this? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm holding here is a Magnum bottle. Well, it's the box that the Magnum bottle goes in. The Magnum bottle's not in it because they're afraid I'll drop it. $900 is what this is worth. It is up for auction to you right now. Think about it. New Year's Eve is coming. You've got friends coming. You've got the holidays coming. This Magnum bottle's, it's now over $1,000. Bid on it now. Has anybody seen the bottle? All right, I don't know if we can continue to auction this. Nick, that's $900. All right, we may reduce the bids on that. Nick, you weren't supposed to drink that. All right. So go and bid on the bottles. They have plenty to offer. The Capodice family, so kind to donate. Again, they are so giving. And, well, you can take advantage of it. And in return, you can help the Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Center that we're standing in right now.
Yeah, I also want to send a big thank you out to our very good friends, Dave Fetter, Charlie Farner, and all of our friends and family members over at Tentac Enterprises, formerly known as the Snyder Companies. Big sponsor this year. Tentac Enterprises spreads throughout the community with great establishments that you're very familiar with. The Doubletree, Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center, great marketing company, the Magic Blue Box, Berkshire Hathaway Realtors. Of course, there's Go Green Commercial Cleaning. There's Picture This Digital Outdoor Advertising. It goes on and on. Tentac, year after year, Tentac Enterprises brings the checkbook, and Marcfirst couldn't say thanks enough.
Did you talk about the jewelry?
I have not talked about the jewelry.
Well, listen, donated by the family at Bramer Jewelry, this beautiful necklace that you're about to see features a soft and dreamy rose quartz. I'm kind of soft and dreamy, aren't I? It's rose gold and white diamonds. It could be yours. It looks much better on you than it would on me. One chance to win is $20. 3 chances for $50. 8 chances for $100. It's valued at over $1,000. The winner will be drawn by a random number generator at the end of the event tonight. That's a beautiful piece of jewelry, and I know someone would love to get that under the Christmas tree. Is that your wife texting right now?
It's not my wife texting. It's me doing my duty and going online and doing a little bidding here.
Let me take a look at that as you thank a couple more sponsors. That
Yeah,
is
you bet.
absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get a little closer so you can really get a look at this. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful, and you can do the bidding. Don't think about the cost of the necklace. Think about the difference you could make for Marcfirst Therapy Center, the Pediatric Therapy Center at Broman Carl Medical Center, Carl Broman Medical Center. That's where we're at right now on the campus, and we're doing this live. Absolutely beautiful. Take a look at that. You could purchase it right now. What do you got over there?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a jersey signed by University of Illinois alumni and great Darren Williams.
I thought it was signed by Billy D. Williams. No? All right. We've also got some trips to give away. Listen to this one. We've got all kinds of trips to go all over the world. But this one, this is incredible. It is a week-long stay at a cabin in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Enjoy a week-long stay in the Smoky Mountains at the High Haven Cabin. It sleeps 4 to 6 people. Pool table, foosball, fireplaces, mountain views, outdoor hot tubs, bears, valued at $1,500. Transportation is not included, but thank you to Philip and Kelly Forey for donating this experience. Don't wait to bid on this awesome experience. Cabin in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, sign me up.
That's right. And I'm going to right now, Scott, because I liked this item. I was looking at it a while ago. I'm sliding to it right now. It is it's what's called a diamond slide. And it is there's 20 diamonds in this necklace, and it was, of course, donated by our very dear friends Dr. Jack and Joan Capodice. For they brought this to us again. It's got a value of almost $3,700. It is being bid on, and if you want to get it for a better price than $3,700, now's your chance.
I just got a text, and I'm sure you did too. Raffle ticket sales will close soon. Don't miss out on some fabulous prizes. Buy your ticket now. Hopefully you've got the Wi-Fi set up and you've texted the words For the Kids 2020 to this number, 243-725. Once again, my name is Scott Miller from AM 1230 WJBC. It is a pleasure to be your co-host tonight with my buddy Nick. We got a lot of stuff going on here. There's other travel to talk about.
There are. Maybe you're not going to take your trip this year, but next year I think we all are ready for our trip next year. We've partnered with Mitch Stewart Travel to offer some really great experiences like a trip to Tuscany or Mexico or across the country to Sonoma, California. How does it work? Marcfirst pays the cost of the trip. Any money raised over the cost goes right here into the Pediatric Therapy Center. If the trip doesn't sell, it doesn't cost Marcfirst anything. Buy this trip.
There we go. Bid, bid, bid. That's what we're doing. The food's good. The company's great. You're in the comfort of your own home, but we need you to bid. We need you to bid. There's also a COVID kit up for auction. Now, we understand that COVID-19 is something serious, and this community takes it seriously, but we had to put something in that can help you get through this COVID-19 pandemic as we're staying at home and social distancing. As you see, Nick has stayed 6 feet away from me. We don't have to wear masks. The cameras are 6 feet away from us, and you're in the comfort of your own home. Well, we've created this COVID-19 survival kit. In there is got masks and hand sanitizer. There may even be some bourbon. You never know, but you should bid on it. Check it out. It's one of the auction items up tonight, and you guys can own it. So, fantastic. What else do we have? Hold on a second. I can't read. They're sending us notes. What does it say, Nick?
Page 9.
Oh, now you're... We've got a lot going on here.
Yeah, we got plenty of sponsors. We didn't mention Dr. Benjamin that sent us this Darren Williams autographed jersey, so we want to make sure. And that's a Brooklyn Nets NBA jersey that Darren Williams signed. But also, we want to thank you to the Parker Kemp Foundation for being a sponsor for the first time this year.
Fantastic. Well, I want to explore this sensory gym a little bit. Tell people about what's going on in here and why we're here tonight as I try not to fall on my tuchus. Oh,
Right.
boy.
Scott, there's a rope there.
Oh,
Use
God.
that rope.
Oh.
There's plenty going on. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna flip a page here because I want to get to.
I mean, what we want to know is why we're here and what this space is used for. You and I have had the great pleasure of hanging out in here over the course of the last week. We were one of the first ones to see it. And we had a meeting with Lainey and with Brian, big team set up at Marcfirst, and there was all this nervous energy in the room. Oh, the therapists are coming. We've got to catch their response. The therapists are coming. They're going to cry. And I'm thinking, but the therapists know this is being built. Well, the therapists came in and started crying because of what this room means for the betterment of the community.
Right. And it's quality equipment. I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, careful.
You don't have to worry about this. This is the quality equipment that we're looking for right here. Christy told me, this table wasn't mine. Christy told me that we could play on this equipment, Scott, and we're the biggest guys in the building right now.
Well, let's find out a little bit more about the therapists and about this room. Check it out.
Hi, Troy Pefferly, Fun Factory Sensory Gym, and I'm here with
Rebecca Dean, occupational therapist and consultant to Fun Factory.
Thank you. No script. This is all coming off the cuff. Sorry we're not physically there today and going to be there for the a wonderful event that you guys are putting on. I would just like to thank Marcfirst, an amazing facility, amazing everything they're doing. I've never seen one company have so many things under one roof. It started out with a vision that Christy had shared with me, but at that time it was just a vision I was hearing, and when I found out or actually got to talk to Brian Wimperman, I realized here was a man who had foresight, vision, and understanding and an ability to put it all under one roof. And again, to say from early intervention on through adult living and care, this company has corralled it all. And as you know, that's something I've always talked about. Why can't there be a therapy mall where parents go to get everything like ABA, OT, PT, speech, not overwhelming the children? So their impact to the community, I believe, is going to be of such that I'm hoping Brian does roll out additional facilities that we can be involved in, and we will definitely at any level be involved in them. To say that this has been an honor, that's an understatement. To say it's been a privilege to work with such a fine group of people. Again, we deal with thousands of facilities, and I cannot even come close to comparing the experience I've had with Marcfirst with any single one of them. Friendly, family, warm, inviting, encouraging. It's almost like, people say, what are your 5 core values? I believe this company has 2 core values: faith and belief. Faith that they can achieve what they're doing, and belief that other people are going to help them do that.
What's exciting is Brian's vision for growth within the community, especially having such an extreme from early intervention to adulthood, like he said, having such a span of services available to the community and bringing along with our sensory gyms to other parts of the community within the Illinois area. We are so excited to be part of the growing vision of Marcfirst. So please come out and support Marcfirst and their vision for the future and play in our amazing sensory gym built by our amazing Fun Factory sensory gym team.
Yeah, and again, thank you for letting us be a part of your vision and a part of this future that we know is just gonna broaden the horizons for everybody who sees what you do. They're gonna say, what else can we do to broaden our horizons? And I hope Marcfirst is that platform that they're looking at. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Exciting news, Scott. There's only 25 squares left. There's only 25 squares left for Chef Troy's Dinner for 10.
So we've sold 75 of them is what you're saying. Another 75. There's 25 left. Get in on this if you want Chef Troy to come to your house and bring wine, food, and clean up. It's priceless, but donate, donate, donate. Also, want to let you know that Magnum bottle of wine, and Nick, you really weren't drinking that. We got you a 99-cent bottle of hooch from Aldi. That's what you were chugging out of. So it's in the box, and it's available. Right now, the bidding is up to $1,250 for that Magnum bottle from the Capodice collection. You could own it. New Year's Eve is coming. Christmas is coming. It would make a great gift. Don't you want to buy it for your boss? Come on, think about that. just be a complete brown noser and drop off a $1,300 bottle of wine.
And let me tell you one other thing that's amazing about this community. We've already had a $5,000 sponsor tonight, Scott.
Holy cow.
We've had somebody send $5,000 this way already.
Whoever that was, thank you. We appreciate you. Any amount matters, but a $5,000 amount is impressive. There are a couple sponsors we want to hit that we skipped a little earlier, and everybody deserves a little spotlight because without everybody involved in this, we wouldn't be in this room, and it's almost done. And a special thank you to a large group of people, and a special thank you to the Dietz family for being our host tonight. They are the 2020 hosts for the Marcfirst Divine Affair. So thank you to Dr. Dietz. We appreciate you and your family and your wife for stepping up and not only leading a great university, but also taking all that money you make from that university and reinvesting it here in the community. Honestly, we can't thank you enough for that. I give you a hard time all the time, but you know what? You really do give back, and it means the world not only to Marcfirst, but to Bloomington Normal. So thank you.
And also our very good friend Linda Kimber at Edward Jones. She is a certified financial planner, and she is one of the very best friends here at Marcfirst. She believes it's important to invest her time, and she will invest her time in you to help you invest your money with her.
All right. This is when it happens. Every year, I learned this last year. This is when the tears start. And I'm not telling you that you're going to cry, but you're going to cry. Because when you can see a child's life change because of this room, because of this circus, because of all these bright colors and because of swings and because, like, to you and I, if you don't have a kid that needs these services, this is just a swing. That's all this is a rope and a swing. But to a mom and a dad and to a kid, this can change their life.
And I'll tell you, Scott, we couldn't thank Carl Broman enough for giving Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy a home.
Well, we've got a lot of people that we want to hear from, and we've got a video from Colleen coming up, right?
Right. Colleen Kennedy, president of Carl Broman Medical Center. Let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm Colleen Kennedy, president of Carl Broman Medical Center, and I'm excited to be with you tonight for the Divine Affair, and I'm even more excited to have the privilege of standing here in this beautiful new space for Marcfirst, the new pediatric therapy space on the campus here of our Carl Broman Medical Center. We've had a long-standing history of partnering with Marcfirst out in the community, most recently providing scholarships for individuals with disabilities to work out at the Carl Broman Fitness Center. We value our partnership with Marcfirst, and for this very reason, I'm excited that our Carl system this year for our employee giving campaign made the decision to raise funds for sensory-friendly environments. And when this presented itself, we here at Carl Broman made the decision that funds being raised from our team members for the campaign will go this year to support the Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Gym where I'm standing right now. We value the great work that Marcfirst does for our community and look forward to a long-standing partnership to make a difference for all that we're so privileged to serve within our community. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being a part of this wonderful event tonight.
All right, I gave them the 1-minute warning for getting the tissue. I tried to tell you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, why we're here. Let's take a look. Avery, take it away.
Avery has cerebral palsy, and so she has a hard time walking, climbing stairs, running. She has some fine motor problems. Some of the challenges Avery would face before surgery is she would trip and fall. So when she was at school, she'd fall on the playground, or she couldn't keep up with her classmates when they were going from one room to a next. Kids would always make fun of her.
So Avery specifically does have some sensory processing challenges, specifically when it comes to vestibular input, which is our movement sense, and then also proprioceptive input. So she's very cautious on things like swings and slides. She has a little bit of gravitational insecurity. So Avery specifically needs a space where she can move and run and jump and have challenges placed her way to overcome those obstacles she faces in her sensory system.
When we first came to Marcfirst, I was a little underwhelmed, expecting something a little bit larger, but still decided to come because of the quality of care the therapist gave us. Doing PT, we were just in smaller rooms, and I was kind of shocked, as I thought they maybe would have had more space. But I mean, the therapists worked very well with what they had.
Some of the challenges in the old space is just a lack of space. So right now at Marcfirst, I only have one swing hook in each room, which means I can only put one swing up at a time, and the children are limited to whatever swing is up at that specific time. So those are kind of the bigger challenges. Then also just not having space to run and climb. There's no climbing structures, there's no slides, there's no ramps, so there's nothing that can give them more vestibular input than just a swing right now. So when I first got into the new space down here, Christy led me into the room. They opened the door, I was closing my eyes. I opened my eyes and I just couldn't believe what I saw, because it's far greater than what I ever could have imagined.
My child is going to love the space, and I think any child that comes is going to love it. It is completely set out for children.
So I had my first session with Avery here today, and it was amazing. My brain is already going a million miles a minute on how I can utilize every inch of this space to meet specific children's needs. For Avery specifically, I was already thinking off the wall on how can we hook the swing up to the zip line so we can give her good sensory input, but in a way that she feels safe. I felt like a kid in a candy shop for the first time, or a kid on Christmas morning, just getting to feel that excitement and that adrenaline rush of having an amazing space.
I think my child will make leaps and bounds, since the therapist and my child will both be equipped with the space and things that they need to have in order to succeed.
So this space is going to make all the difference for every child that I currently see at Marcfirst, because now I finally have a space where I can provide specific targeted sensory self-regulation therapy services that isn't just catered based off the space. So I can make sure that I'm targeting my services for each individual child's specific sensory needs, because I have the space to do so. Some kids might need a zip line, other kids might need a slide, but it doesn't matter because I have all of it right here in this space.
Thank you to everybody who made this possible.
Welcome back to A Divine Affair for Marcfirst, for the kids. That video, unbelievable, shows you what this room is going to do for this community. If that video didn't touch you, and if you're not bidding on items, I don't know if we can get through to that cold heart. I'm telling you, let's dig deep, let's do it. To find out more, to hear from one of the bosses, to hear this is her room, this is her baby. She is the one that designed this, that came up with the ideas. I'd like to welcome Christy Kosherik. She is the Vice President of Pediatric Therapy. Christy, tell us a little bit more.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And we are so excited to be in this space. I've had the best gift this week that I could imagine, and it was being able to walk our therapist into this space and letting them see it for the first time. And they were so moved by it, knowing that our community stood behind them and behind the families that we serve to make something like this possible in our community. And they are so excited about the therapeutic ideas. They said their minds were just spinning with ideas of things that they can do here that were never even imaginable in the space that we were in before. So the way that we're going to be able to support families in our community is just amazing. And so we thank all of you for that. So thanks, Scott.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, here we go. It's go time.
Go time.
For the Kids 2020, now's the time where you can partner with us to make a difference in the lives of children in our community. Every gift is very much appreciated. Every dollar counts and will help support the expansion of the Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Center. Please, everybody, take out your phones right now. I can't be any more clear. Now's the time to act. You should have received a text message from 243-725, and it'll take you from there. On the left side, there is a Make a Donation button. That's an important button. While you're finding your way, let us tell you a few things your donation could support. What do you got back there, bud?
All right, so a gift of $5,000, which we know we have one already for sure. We'd love to see 2 more, Scott. What do you say?
What can $5,000 do?
$5,000 will give 50 hours of ABA therapy for our buddy James and his family.
Here we go. $2,500 could sponsor the purchase of casting materials for 25 children to receive the serial casting supplies they need to walk and move. You can donate and help a child walk right now.
Scott, if I told you if you gave $1,000, you could give goodie bags to 50 Marcfirst pediatric therapy recipients, would you give it?
Yes, I would. $250, you could sponsor the creation of social stories for 20 children so they can better participate in their community and family events. Kids want to be with their family, and you can help.
Speech therapy services, Scott, are something that are taken very seriously here at Marcfirst. And if $50 is what you can give, then you can give the protective masks that those therapists need to have fog-free masks, Scott, to do that speech therapy.
Well, these are just a few examples of how your donation can make a difference. More examples can be found on page 4 in your auction booklet. Open it up to page 4 and see how your money can make a difference. That's why we're here tonight. All the bidding you've done, the auction items you've bought, it's great, and we thank you for it. But now's when we want you to dig deep. Get that phone out, donate, 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 and please consider making any level of donation that is comfortable for you. Every little bit helps. You'll be able to make a donation through the website until 11:59 tomorrow night. Thank you for partnering with Marcfirst. Thank you for helping children in McLean County reach their potential. This is what we're here for tonight. All this talking, all these videos, all this delicious food and drink. Now's when we need you to donate.
And I just received word from our esteemed director, Laney, that we've gotten a $2,500 donation that just came in.
Fantastic. Thank you to whoever donated it. You're sitting in the comfort of your own home. I know you're at your friend's house. You're sitting around the dining room table. You're at the island in the kitchen, and you're hanging out, and you're drinking wine and eating good food. Just remember that a donation matters right now. A donation helps right now, and we're here to help this place right here. It is local. It is community. It is Marcfirst, and this is the Pediatric Therapy Center. It's all about the kids. We're here for the kids.
$2,500 just came in again.
Keep them coming in. This is what we're doing. We're begging. I'm being honest with you. I'm wearing this to look like a fool, and I'm wearing this so I can get your attention so that you look at this wonderful bearded, mustached face. And when I look at you with these beautiful blue eyes and I get closer to the camera and I say, donate, please. I can't be any more clear. Please help. Any amount matters. $1, $5,000. We're asking for it right now.
And here's what it means to me, Scott. And I've had the privilege of seeing little Avery come in here for the first time. I got the privilege of seeing that video that everybody just saw live. And if you're not familiar with what excitement, relief, especially relief for the people that work here, excitement, relief, joy can bring to a child, to their parents, to the people that work for the therapy center, then you have no idea what you're missing out on.
I just got an update. So far during Fund the Need, $19,000 raised. Everybody clap right now. Let's get the energy up in the room that you're in. Clap right now. Hoot and holler. We need you to donate. You've done $19,000. Can we double that? Can we hit $40,000 before we're done? Donate right now. We want to thank a couple sponsors while we are still having you donate for the kids. We want to thank Synergy Home Care for sponsoring a Divine Affair for Marcfirst again this year. Did you know they have expanded to serve the Springfield area? You can rely on Synergy to meet your and your loved one's home and home care needs. Visit synergyhomecare.com to learn more. And thank you to the Capodice family, Dr. Capodice, Dr. Aoife, Dr. Ochiltree, Dr. Elger, for being Bin Buster sponsor. They're known for excellence in oral surgery, dental implants, and cosmetic procedures. If I could get that camera into my mouth, you could see the great work that they do. I'm telling you, the Capodice, it's fantastic.
I just want to let you know we're checking to make sure, but the bidding is still open. We said $655, but the dough's rolling in, so the bidding is still open right now.
I want to say thank you to Clemens Insurance for being a sponsor this year. Clemens Insurance is committed to achieving a high standard of excellence in everything they do. Give Dave Underkolfer a call today, 309-662-2100.
And do you have your Marcfirst mask tonight?
Here it is.
Do you have it on?
I do not, because you're 6 feet away from me.
I appreciate that. Test out the new hand sanitizer. We want to thank Connie Mandula and her team at CM Promotions for sponsoring the event tonight and always being so easy to work with.
And in case you haven't heard, the space we're standing is on the grounds, on the campus of Carl Broman. We're so grateful to be in this new space. Thank you to Carl Broman for being a great community partner. And thank you to Sam and Terry and the team at Pride Staff for all you've done for Marcfirst this past year. Pride Staff, getting things done like a boss. Give them a call today, 309-661-1906.
Like a boss, Sam Lewis. Heartland Bank and Trust Company has experienced bankers prepared to assist you in meeting your personal and business goals. Thank you to our friends at HB&T Trust Company for sponsoring Divine Affair. It looks like we're going to keep our raffles open until 10 after 7.
We've got 10 minutes
10
left.
minutes.
10 minutes left. Thank you so much to Adkison Search Consultants for sponsoring the event again this year. They believe in bringing the right people together in the healthcare industry. Check out their website today, adkisonconsultants.com.
You know, Scott, we've thanked a lot of people tonight, and I don't know if people, if we've thanked one particular place enough, and that'd be our friends at Tartar Construction. Jeff, Ryan, Don, and the crew at Tartar Construction, they've done this, folks. I wish you guys could be in here. I wish that we could have people come in here and zip line with us and see what we got going on. But our friends at Tartar Construction, we knew they wanted to go live from this Marcfirst Pediatric Therapy Center to make it happen tonight. They did it. They've been ahead of schedule. If you need to remodel your home or you're looking to build a new warehouse, look no further than Tartar Construction.
Thank you to Bloomington Primary Care. They're available for acute visits, preventative care, and diagnosis of management of chronic diseases. They see the whole spectrum of life, infants, children, adolescents, and adults. Thank you to Dr. Adam Houghton and the team for being a part of the event tonight. And thank you to Illinois State University. Go Redbirds for supporting the event again this year. Special thank you to President Larry Dietz and Marlene for being our honorary chairpersons this year. Thank you. We really do appreciate it.
And, of course, our good friends over at the Gingerbread Toy House. Woo-hoo! I'll tell you what, if you've not been into the Gingerbread House toy store, you're missing out. Kate and her team there have got some amazing things, educational toys, non-educational toys. They've got something for everybody.
All right. The auction is closing here in, less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. We're going to call it a 6-minute warning right now. 6-minute warning. Get your bids in on those auction items. Do you want to buy something? Outbid somebody right now. The money's going to a great, great place. This place right here.
Let's also thank you. I should let you do this, Scott, but I want to do it because I want to be the one that says WJBC.
It's fun to say radio call letters.
Big thank you to our friends at Radio Bloomington, WJBC, WBNQ, and B104. They've been a great partner with Marcfirst for so long. I'm sure you've heard all of our commercials on the radio. I know that I have. Scott wore out the microphone this morning talking about it. We can't thank you enough. As a board member, Scott, I can't tell you, we can't thank you enough for that.
Well, I will tell you this, that Radio Bloomington, WJBC, BNQ, B104, WJEZ, Nash Icon, we like to be involved in the community. And everybody that works there, on air, off air, sales, management, we all want to stay involved. We all want to be involved. And the fact that year after year, Lainey and Brian and the team at Marcfirst come to us and say, get the word out. We don't take that responsibility lightly. So we appreciate sponsoring this, and they can always count on us.
All right. Now, while we've got just a few minutes left, we're going to throw things. We've got a new Marcfirst video we want you to see. Let's take a look.
Hunter now is 8. And when Hunter was born, he was diagnosed with achondroplasia. So he is a little person. He came home from the hospital and he was doing great. And then at 4.5 months old, he had a 20+ minute cardiac arrest. And so we were in the hospital.
Sport employment was kind of the wave of the future. it was the wave of the future at Marcfirst, and I had, like I said, a lot of support. It was just the kind of beginning. I was the first coach, and from then we kind of expanded. From that pool of 80 to 90, we were able to kind of match individuals to different businesses, different employers.
My story begins when I was traveling back and forward from my country to here. My little one at that moment was Ariana, the older one. She was starting to show some kind of issues with her legs. Her knee was kind of going like this, and she was keep falling down very often.
I guess my biggest fear or concern at that point in time was, like, how is he gonna function in this world, and how do we get him to where he needs to be? Because he had laid in a bed for 6 months of his life, and so at 9 months old, he was roughly the equivalent of a 3-month-old. Like, he could lay there. He couldn't even roll from side to side.
I start asking the doctor, is everything okay? Yes, you had to wait until her bones get strong. Okay, so I go to the first year appointment, and I was like, doctor, I still have my concerns about Ariana's legs. Then it was 18 months, and I saw that things are getting worse.
When Kelsey, was in high school, she was involved in sports, a lot of sports. So sports was kind of a big thing. But I also knew that in time, we're going to have to look at some things, outside of school and things like that. So I got Kelsey, had an opportunity to get involved with some different agencies, but I thought, why not get involved with Marcfirst? I'm real familiar with it. I can kind of hopefully, guide her in the right direction, since I have been involved with Marcfirst for so long. And the transition program made a big difference in Kelsey's life.
As a mom, I was not feeling okay. Again, I was feeling desperate. Again, I was feeling frustrated that I not have support here, and I was by my own. The time that I went to health department, one of the appointments, I saw a flyer that was saying about Marcfirst and SPICE and early intervention, and I was like, I'm gonna touch base with them and to see what they can offer.
We have been with Marcfirst pediatric therapy for 3 years. So Hunter started there at 5. In the last 3 years, we have gotten physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. So that's fine motor skills, gross motor skills, and then speech and language.
So through early intervention, I get to SPICE, and I feel that I was in home, that there was an open door for my daughter.
And I was really proud of her as far as how well she did in the transition program. And of course, we got her started in job seeking through Marcfirst. They gave her an opportunity at Illinois State.
I've worked at Larson Dining Commons. I've worked in the dish room, put silver away, put dishes away, and put stuff on the conveyor and put it on the carts.
She scored a 98% on her first food sanitation test, which I was just amazed.
At that time comes the therapist, and she was my angel. That's how I told her. And she's tearing together her knees and everything. She told me, I see an issue with her in her legs, and I will help you. At that time, at that moment, I was like, thanks God. Thank you. And I was like, oh, you're my angel. Thank you very much.
Like, we've gotten therapies other places. We've had some setbacks with Hunter with some broken legs and gotten physical therapy. And I've never felt like a community, like a family, like we belonged. It's always felt like we were a patient with a number and we were there and to get in and get out. And with Marcfirst, I don't think it's just Hunter that's gotten therapy there. Like, we have all been included, and that has been great.
But I'm really proud of her. She's done a great job. She's really grown up. She's really matured. She's really gained some independence, and it's made all the difference in the world.
His future is bright. It's looking really good, and I think we can only go up from there based off of everything that we get at Marcfirst. Hunter can do or be anything that he wants to be now. Like, he has the skills in place, and he's learning new skills every day that will allow him to function as an adult in this society, and he can soar and do whatever he wants to do.
Thank you, God, thank you, Spice, because my daughter received help. And because also I found people who care about us, no matter the ethnic, no matter where you come from, no matter your incomes. There's people that love you, love your kids, and they want the best for your kids.
I mean, literally, Marcfirst changes lives on a daily basis. That's what they're here for. That's what their mission is, and that's what they do. And I hope that they continue to do that forever.
All right, Scott, I'm excited.
Me too. Me too.
The raffles and auctions are closed.
But For the Kids 2020 is still happening. Still continue to donate. More on that coming up, but we got a couple people to thank.
I do. I want to thank our friends at the Parker Kemp Foundation for being a sponsor of Divine Affair this year. We could not be more grateful from the folks at Parker Kemp.
Thank you to Mike and his team. They're so great to work with. Thanks to Palace Events for the awesome setup here at our new Pediatric Therapy Center. All right, we got to do a couple thank yous. Congratulations. The Bramer necklace, this beautiful Bramer necklace. Congratulations, David Colt. David Colt, you won it, buddy.
Hey,
Thanks
congratulations, David.
And then that last square board has sold out
You're
for the
kidding.
Chef Troy. So congratulations. Dinner for 10 from Chef Troy from Biaggi's goes to Ashley Myers. Congratulations, Ashley. You're going to enjoy that. A couple other thank yous. Creative videos, live stream events. What can't Broadleaf Productions do? They are the crew behind the scenes bringing it to you live tonight. If we were in a room together, I'd ask you to give Scott and crew a round of applause. But if you clap loud enough, they may hear you right now. Round of applause for our camera guys, for the director, for putting this on tonight. Without them, you wouldn't see us. So thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully by now you've read through your program, your auction booklet, your sponsorship booklets. Thank you to our friends at Boppy for donating our print materials for the event. Aren't they just so nice? Thank you to Southern Glacier Wine and Spirits. Thank you for providing the exquisite flat top wine for everybody to enjoy. Performance Food Group, Wow Shrimp and Beef. Thank you for donating the proteins tonight. That shrimp and corn salad, I'll tell you, was my favorite.
Once again, the Holsketter Pork Farm has donated all the pork for tonight's event. Again, they donated it all again. How delicious were those pork skewers? Have you visited Keg Grove Brewery? Yes. I love their craft beers, particularly the Holy Jeans. Thank you for donating beer tonight, Keg Grove Brewery. Who has the best sugar cookies in town, Scott?
Sugar Mama.
That'd be Grove Street Bakery, just teasing. And their donuts are delicious too.
I love Sugar
Thank you for keeping us all sugared up. Grove Street Bakery.
Have you? Oh, I know Grove Street Bakery.
Grove Street Bakery. Now, if you want the cupcake, Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama Bakery, thank you for donating the cupcakes for everyone to enjoy tonight. And, of course, we want to thank the Copy Shop for printing all of our sponsorship signs and pamphlets and everything.
All right, it's time to be honest with everybody watching right now. This is we're here to raise money. You know that. That's what we're doing. So here's what I want to tell you. During this For the Kids section where we're asking you to donate, last year we hit $50,000. That's what we raised last year out at Epiphany Farms. Laney, what are we at right now? We're at $22,000. I'm going to be honest, we're $30,000 short right now. Is somebody going to step up and donate $30,000? I don't think so. We'd like if you could. But if every single one of you could donate once more, a little bit more, up it a little bit more, to know that this is staying in the community, for the community, and for children. Adults are great. We need adults to get the children. But the children that need our help, this pediatric therapy center is what is going to change their life. So the more money we get, the more you can change kids' lives. Last year, we had $50,000 at this point. Right now, we have $21,000. We're short. How much more can you donate? Can you dig a little deeper? Nudge your friend next to you. If you're 6 feet away, just yell at him. Say, hey, donate a little bit more. Right?
You know, I couldn't agree more, Scott. For the kids, 2020 is exactly what it sounds like. If you haven't donated yet and you're on the fence, if you've donated a little and said, I wonder if I should have donated an extra $250, now's your chance. It's still open. Go in there, give what you can, give a little bit more. You make the difference.
All right. I've wanted to do this all night. I understand. I know Brian, the CEO, is going to come out. He's got some parting words to share with you. But this thing has been calling my name all night. So while Brian is giving his closing words, I'll let you introduce him, the important man. I can't be near him. But I kind of just want to end up in this thing. So
yeah, get in there. No, Scott Miller from the Scott Miller. The Scott Miller Show is buried in red blocks. Hey, remember to check out before you leave tonight. It's super important. It's easy to check out on your device. Click the person icon, then complete payment on your receipt tab. Super, super easy. Winners of auction items and experiences will receive an email and text. You can pick up items at Marcfirst beginning next week, Monday through Friday between 8 and 4. Laney, our very beloved Laney Kuntz, will contact you next week if you want an experience. Scott, how you doing down there?
I can't hear you. I'm in the bottom of the ball pit.
Would you like some assistance out?
No, I'm going to sleep here tonight.
All right. Well, it's been wonderful. I cannot thank Scott for being here, for thanking all of you out there for being here.
Thank you for being here, Nick.
For donating tonight, for eating the food. We'd like to bring up our esteemed CEO of Marcfirst, my very dear friend, Mr. Brian Whipperman.
Thanks, Nick. Let me start by saying thank you to Nick and Scott for just an incredible evening emceeing this event for us. They have just been absolutely amazing. To our friends at Broadleaf Productions, thank you, Scott, and your team. Absolutely stellar stuff that you did tonight for us. To my friend Troy and the Biagi staff, can't thank you enough for all that you've done for us. Just absolutely incredible. To our friends at SEFCU, this night doesn't happen without you, so thank you so much. You guys are just absolutely incredible to us, and we can never say thank you enough. To Larry and Marlene, we are just so honored to have you here tonight. And to all of you at home, thank you for hosting, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. We are so blessed that you support us, and thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.